That is my siblings were past companions truly like in a real sense my younger sibling is Kanye. And like your younger sibling things happen in some cases, truly Jay-Z, you asked Kanye West siblings. Don't go around doing the things that you did to him, yet hold up what's truly going on there. And for what reason did Kanye call Jay-Z a manipulating snake in the event that you didn't be aware once upon a time Jay and Yahoo were brothers? And in 2007, when Kanye delivered his third studio collection graduation, he even highlighted the track Elder Sibling, a tune that starts by lauding Jay-Z as a guide partner and symbol prior to referring to their kin contention, and broadcasted his complaints about Jay-Z doing a tune with Coldplay. When the track dropped, Jay-Z was purportedly satisfied with Older Sibling, and he depicted the track as a fair depiction from a younger sibling's viewpoint, and furthermore conceded that Rockefeller is real love, so other than being a little sibling Jay Yippee in a real sense demonstrated his dedication to the Carters when he interfered with Taylor Quick's Best Female Video succeed at the 2009 VMAs, and proclaimed that Beyonce should win that grant. No, Taylor, I'm truly glad for you. I'm allowed you to get done, yet Beyonce had quite possibly of the best video ever, one of the most mind-blowing recordings ever. Now, assuming your homeboy goes out for your young lady like that, definitely that is genuine romance, not too far off. At any rate, their manly relationship proceeded with well into 2011 when Jay-Z and Yahoo delivered their cooperative collection, Watch the Privileged Position. And for the people who recollect, there was in a real sense a worldwide listening party via web-based entertainment for the collection. And in 2013, Jay additionally focused on the way things were truly similar to work with Yippee. And keeping in mind that he said it wasn't generally simple, it was all adoration. It will challenge all that since he's simply attempting to test it in punch holes to ensure that you realize it stands up. And that's what I respect, so it sort of works for me now. Tragically, anything Kanye saw as family, Jay-Z saw as business. And his real nature started to show when Jay-Z and Beyonce neglect to go to Kim and Kanye's wedding frantic. Doesn't actually start to make sense of how Kanye had an outlook on Jay and Beyonce missing his wedding. And he even affirmed it in a just about too extended interview with Charlemagne the God that the strain among him and Jay-Z deteriorated when the Carters dumped his wedding about I was harmed about them not coming to the wedding. I comprehend it was going through certain things, yet on the off chance that it's family, you know you won't miss a wedding. I mean, darn did they RSVP, however. Well, there was something different that clearly caused Kanye to understand that Jay is only a snake for somebody who called Yippee child sibling. On a few events, Yahoo was extremely frustrated when Jay didn't keep an eye on his family. When Kim Kardashian was looted in Paris, he was distraught to the point that while on his holy person Pablo visit in Seattle, Kanye told the group applause, "Stop by the house, bring the children by the house battling siblings." Applause. How about we sing that Kanye even said that his children and Jay's children had never played together, yet they call each other siblings. And that is not even the most terrible that Jay-Z and Beyonce did to Kanye acceptable. For quite a long time, there have been hypotheses that Jay-Z and Beyonce purchased grants, yet to do it to the detriment of somebody Jay called younger sibling. Even I need to concede that it was an exceptionally vindictive move, and anybody who realizes Kanye knows that he's not one to remain composed. When such things happen, he openly pummeled Jay-Z and Beyonce in front of an audience during his show and guaranteed that Beyonce coerced the VMAs and let them know she won't appear except if she wins Video of the Year, essentially. Kanye said that the Carters purchased the honor, and it hurt him that he was hauled for a long time due to supporting Beyonce, and they just blamed everything on him, like that in the event that that isn't a snake move. I don't have the foggiest idea what is Jay-Z was supposedly enraged about Kanye uncovering him and Beyonce. And he went on it this year on his 2017 collection 444 rapping the verses. You ain't a similar, this ain't Kanye, yet you got injured in light of the fact that you cooled by Yippee. You gave him 20 million. Without thinking, he allowed you 20 minutes in front of an audience. He was clearly alluding to the reports that Jay gave Kanye 20 million bucks to keep him on his streaming stage title, discussing title that was supposedly something else that caused Kanye to understand that Jay is a cutthroat, unfeeling snake. Kanye left title, which was additionally unusual considering he was one of the central participants in title initially going. About as one of the co-proprietors of The Help when Jay-Z took over, purportedly he left the real-time feature following reports he was owed a ton of millions. Well, about Jay rapping that he gave Kanye 20 million. Yippee later explained that Jay didn't give him 20 million with no one else's input, and that the catch was truly a piece of the conservative arrangement from Live Country. And he even guaranteed that Jay-Z was attempting to toss him, you realize it, just put me under a smidgen to a greater degree, a sort of controlled circumstance it resembles. And I don't I'm just carrying on of adoration. I needn't bother with to be controlled. I simply should be enlivened and informed. And I can be the best yakuin like that. And with that, Kanye eliminated his whole index from title, like they were done as such. With all that going on, it was certain that Yaku and Jay couldn't totally appreciate both perspectives. As a matter of fact, a 51-minute narrative broadcasted on Channel 4 and delved into monstrous subtleties of the ascent and dropping out of two of the world's most famous pop stars anyway. It truly seemed as though they retouched things later in the year. And in 2019, they even rejoined at P. Diddy's 50th birthday celebration. And they were seen welcoming one another and taking pictures together, truth be told, by Tim Stales, were at that point flowing that the two agreed on their title claim, putting the show behind him. Sincerely, if you were to ask me, I would presumably say that it was all behind them until Kanye went on a tirade about Beyonce and Jay-Z being controlled in the business, and that he would rather not be related with them. Since they are controlled, they have zero control over me. You get what I'm talking about. They have some control over Shaq. They have some control over Charles Barkley. They had some control over LeBron James. They have some control over Jay-Z and Beyonce, on the grounds that I realize you man. Yet they have zero control over me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name. It's up now. Kanye didn't get out whatever was controlling Beyonce and Jay. And it very well may be the top players in the business, yet are there actually some other individuals above Jay and Beyonce? Aren't they in a real sense at the top? Well, to many individuals, including individuals who are near them, it's all the more a higher power, and not a higher group. Well, it's clearly they've been constrained by Satanism. I mean, I'm not exactly terrified to say that we as a whole know Luciferians, Freemasons, and all mysterious information that was tranquilized up from Egypt have now surfaced itself in American culture. Clearly, they're not serving the very most high God that I am. And that is the very thing that makes his foes, that I represent, totally unique teaching, something else altogether. And something else entirely that he really does approve. Obviously, Jay and Kanye are not friendly. And you realize Kanye wouldn't be the main individual to get back.